Now, we are about 13 hours away from the first polls opening in Kansas and Missouri. And if anything, the campaigning is getting more intense today. We have reporters working all angles on this eve of Election Day. We begin with Lindsay Shively, who was there as hundreds of people waiting in line to cast ballots early in Kansas. Lindsay?
Mark, when these polls open in just a few hours, no doubt they're going to be busy. But for the crowds of voters today, it wasn't about getting their vote out of the way. It was making sure life didn't get in the way of performing their civic duty. On this election eve, a line of voters snaked around Johnson County's election office.
I actually thought the line would be longer tomorrow.
Police had to block the entrance at noon. No more early voters allowed.
Thanks for voting.
But getting the chance to cast their ballot before the big day was worth it, especially when it's your very first time.
It's such a freedom to be able to vote, and it's a very big privilege, so I'm so excited that I got to do it.
I'm 79 years old. I've been voting since I was 21, so I don't want to quit now, do I?
Joe Brocado doesn't want to miss the vote, but medical issues won't let him stand in line.
Well, I was hoping I wouldn't be here, but I am.
Joe's vote won't go uncounted. A team from the Board of Elections delivered ballots to Joe and his wife right to his assisted living center. Joe and his wife are included in a stack of voters who can't make it to the polls.
I need you to print your name here.
His wife Frances had tried to get mail-in ballots. They fell through the cracks.
Oh, my wife was so insistent, pathetic. She called at least a dozen times a day.
This vote means a lot to both of us.
I'm so happy to be American and to be able to vote. You're voted. Well, it's about time.
It's one more time Joe and Frances got the chance to continue the civic duty they've never taken for granted. And Kansas voters have a pretty cool option. If you're not sure where you're supposed to go to vote tomorrow, just text vote KS to 75474, and it's going to walk you through instructions for what to do for that. We also have a link to all of those on KSHB.com. And it looks like lines are going to be even longer tomorrow, at least in Johnson County, even longer than normal because they reduced polling locations by 20%. So give yourself plenty of time to cast your vote. Lindsay Shively, 41 Action News.